Hey guys, it's Dr. Crypto here, and I hope you're all having a fantastic weekend wherever you are in the world. So in this video, I'm going to talk about CRO and crypto.com, a bit about Bitcoin, a little bit about Bitcoin dominance as well, because that's extremely important for us who hold altcoins. But before I start, smash that like button, get subscribed. Your support is always much appreciated. But don't you love seeing weekly, monthly, daily, hourly, all looking nice and green, looking at a lot of the OG coins like ADA, HBAR, XRP, been making massive moves. Look at that curve vet up as well. Sand, Gala, all those coins from last bull market making some big moves to the upside. It's absolutely fantastic to see. Seeing Ethereum sitting yesterday at $4,000. I think Ethereum at the moment, yeah, it's still at $4,000. So it's all looking really great. It's all gearing us up, ready for that big move. But what I'm also watching very carefully is my CRO coin, because the CRO coin, I reckon, is gearing up, ready for that big move. For me, selling my CRO coin would be absolutely crazy, in my opinion, because we can look at the Kronos here. Market cap is sitting at just above 5 billion, 5.37 billion. We're sitting at 60 million in volume. It has dropped down a little bit, but you've got to expect that. It's coming to the weekend. And a lot of liquidity dries up then, because people are out and about, of course, and they're not trading. But I think CRO coin is ready to make that big move. We can see bullishness here sitting at 90%, and it's falling from 11%. Bearishness now is dropped down to 10%, which is really, really great to see. But we can look at the CRO coin at the moment. This is on the hourly. This is very short term. Look at this. We've got this falling wedge right now. And I think that falling wedge is gearing us up, ready for this weekend at some point to make a big move to the upside. And I think we've got looking at a target here of around about 22 pence. That's where I think over this weekend we could well make that. So obviously we've been coming down on the falling wedge. We've been hitting our heads above this 20 pence, but dropping down. But what I think is really, really bullish at the moment is that we're basically staying above that 20 pence. We did brutally drop down to around about just over 19.5 pence. But look at that. The bulls came straight in and took us back up to the upside. And at the moment, we're staying above that white line there, which is basically strong support. So there's a lot of bulls down here who want to keep this price above that 20 pence. But if we look on the 4 hourly as well, look on the 4 hourly, again, falling wedge, holding that 20 pence kind of mark. What I want us to see over the weekend is to get above that 20 EMA. Right now, we're creating this 50 EMA as support, but I want us to get above that 20 EMA. Money flow is starting to come in as well. But if we look on the 1 day as well, look at the 1 day, we're creating, as I said before in previous videos, you can see this formation that's been formed here. It's like a W formation, which generally breaks strong to the upside. But we've got the 20 EMA as well, which is also strong support for us. We're well above that 50, well above that 200. And also, money flow is starting to come in. Like I said, if you look at all of it, this is just basically showing us that a big move is about to happen. And I think any kind of good news that comes, but more information about quarterly burns, or we get some more bullish news come out from crypto.com, that easily is going to push us towards that upside. So it's all about being patient. And for me, short-term, mid-term to long-term, selling right now, where we're on the cusp of a massive alt season, is absolutely crazy. Selling now, I saw so many people when I was in the last bull market, and I bought a lot of ADA when we had that major crash, Black Swan event in 2020 down. I bought so much ADA. And when we were moving up, gearing up, ready for that alt season, people were selling. And then we had that massive explosion, that massive alt season. And then we saw those people, I knew people who sold, think, oh, ADA's not going to do nothing. It's just going sideways. And then we exploded all the way up to $3. And then we saw people foaming who sold lower down, started FOMOing in. If you've got conviction in your coins and you've got comfortable where you are, hold on, wait for this alt season, because it's gearing up ready. And I'll show you why in a little minute, why I think alt season is either here or it's about to start. But CRO at the moment is looking absolutely crystal bullish, because like I said, look on the daily, look at the Bitcoin dominance. we've got the basically the 20 EMA crossing over the 50 EMA, which is pushing us down to the downside. Cypher B is showing money flow coming down. We're sitting at 55.22. Now, if we go below this and we start getting to that 53s, 52s, 50s, and drop down to the 50s, I'm expecting big moves to happen. And we can see here we're dropping down. Look at the USDT as well. The USDT dominance is just absolutely dropping down like a ton of rocks down to the downside. And the Cypher B money outflow is expanding as well, which is good for our altcoins. And I think this is why we're starting to get one of our big kings of altcoins breaking out to the upside. Now, our altcoin at the moment has got money flow coming in. It's sitting at round about just over $4,000 at the moment. Now, what I think is going to happen, watch this very carefully, because Ethereum is the king of the altcoins. Solana, XRP have not taken over Ethereum as of yet. Ethereum is still the altcoin, is the king of the altcoins. This is good for our altcoins like CRO. Watch this very carefully. This line of area is a major resistance area. And you can see here, back in March, we hit here at $4,000. We're coming back up. Now, we break over. We get to $4,100 to $4,200. I'm expecting Ethereum to make a giga move, explosive move to the upside, which is going to really drop that Bitcoin dominance even further, because Ethereum's going to take that away from Bitcoin. Because what we can see here with Bitcoin at the moment, Bitcoin is just chopping around sideways, which is good for the altcoins. That's what we want. We want Bitcoin to just chop around sideways, and it's going between that $100 to $102,000 at the moment. Chop around sideways, Bitcoin dominance drops down, USDT drop down, Ethereum start making moves. But like I said, break through that $4,100 mark, we're going up further, and that's going to be great for our altcoins. So all be prepared for that, and that's going to be good for our CRO coin. And that is why I think CRO is getting geared up, ready for a massive move. Now, why do I think CRO is gearing it up for his massive move? Now, obviously, this doesn't really affect us too much in CRO coin, but it's worth just watching. It's part of the parcel which is going to help us move to the upside. Look at crypto.com right now. Over these past few months, crypto.com has been absolutely exploding in terms of their spot. Look at that. We're sitting at 11.4%. Binance is sitting at 39%, but we're starting to take that market share. Look at that. We've taken the market share from Coinbase straight away. But look at this. We're moving. We're getting stronger. All that partnerships at crypto.com over the year is absolutely starting to pay off. And this is just a start. I see retail coming in pretty much here now, but more and more coming in. And why are retail coming in? It's because we're starting to see news outlets now starting to talk about Bitcoin and crypto again. And this is where, come the weekends, people finishing work, they're going to check it out. Oh, I'm going to buy £1,000 worth of CRO or £1,000 worth of Raider. You know, they're starting to come in, and more and more. And then what will happen is they'll start foaming in. And they'll come to places like crypto.com, because crypto.com exchange I've had no outages, nothing like that. They've built themselves, they've built the development of the ecosystem in terms of crypto.com for their exchange to prevent any of these kind of outages like we've been hearing about Coinbase. So crypto.com is one of the go-tos for me. One of the other ones actually is Kraken. I use that as well. I don't really use Binance too much, because I just don't like how their platform works. I just don't like it. It's all miss and mash in my opinion. But crypto.com is so user friendly, and that's why I keep on coming back to crypto.com. But why am I bullish on crypto.com? Look at the roadmap. Look what they are doing. If you're thinking about, right, CRO's a bit boring, it's not really doing anything, check out that roadmap. Look what they are doing on this roadmap. We've had the level up launch, and we're getting ready for that Cortex AI in Q3. That's massive. But look what they're doing. Digest it, read it. Look what they're doing. Crypto.com stablecoin coming in at around about Q3. We've also got the Kronos ETF submissions coming in, because we've also got now a pro crypto in America, the presidency is pro-crypto. SEC is going to be pro-crypto. It's all lining up. Everything is lining up for 2025 to be so bullish for crypto, in my opinion. Don't get me wrong. Bear this one in mind. If you're watching this video, if you come to this point and I haven't bored you to death, you're going to get big pullbacks. You're going to get pullbacks. You're going to get these 5%, 10%, 20% pullbacks in altcoins. You know, we really are going to get that. And we can see what happened. If actually briefly go back, look at Bitcoin. If we can zoom into Bitcoin here, get in here, look, Bitcoin created that doji candle, wick down to the upside, down to the downside. That got a lot of leverage out. So we've got to expect these to happen all through the bull market, and we're going to get that. But what you got to do is, if you're a long-term holder like me, I'm not a leverage trader. All right, I've got Spot. I own CRO in Spot, and I have DeFi CRO as well, where I own CRO. I've got my IC White card, which I accumulate all the time. But you just zoom out. You've got the Kronos ETF submission. You've got the Crypto.com stablecoin. Everything else. Also, don't forget, crypto at any point in time, Hong Kong will release probably information on what exchanges they're allowing into Hong Kong. And I think Crypto.com are going to be one of them who are going to be allowed to operate in Hong Kong. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of restrictions, but I think once they get on there and they go on board, a lot of people in Hong Kong, that's going to bring more users in. And I think more people will buy CRO, in my opinion, as well. So watch Hong Kong as well very, very carefully. And we can see here, they've got Hong Kong on here for the fiat on and off ramp. So I'm expecting, that's what they're expecting, that we're going to get something like that to come along. But what I'm also watching out for is, if you are a CRO holder as well, and you like using crypto debit cards, one of the debit cards which I bought, but my first one actually was the MCO card, but then I have changed it to the Ruby Steel, the Jade, and then I upgraded to the Icy White, where everything was going Parabloic. I thought, why not? Let's get it. And I got the Icy White card, never looked back since. So if you're interested in looking at the debit cards, it's worth going to their website, checking it out, because like you can look at the Ruby card. If you're looking at it for what, $500 or £400, you can get 2% reward. So when you go out shopping and spend in like your shops and that, you'll get 2% back. Or if you've got the Jade Green or the Indigo Blue, you can get 3.5% back. Or you got the Icy White or Rose Gold, you can get up to 5% back. So depending on the tier you get will depend on what rewards, the most rewards you'll get. So obviously the higher tier up, like the Rose Gold and the Icy White, the Obsidian Prime, you obviously get a lot more back in terms of spending rewards. But even though with the Ruby Steel or the Jade Green, you still get rewards on that as well. But also, you could get also your lockup rewards as well at 4%, 8.5%, 9.5%, and 10.5% on the premium one as well. So you also could get your trading rebates as well. But also, depending on what reward you get, if you've got, like, say, for example, you've got the Icy White card, you'll get Spotify, Netflix, and Amazon also being permanently there for you as well. But if you've got the Jade Green and Indigo Blue, you can get 6 months Spotify and Netflix, and you can get 6 months with the which one is it now? With the Ruby as well. But obviously, it's all depending what you get. Will depend on the perks you get as well. For me, for the ICY, for the airport lounge, if you do a lot of traveling, I'll get myself in there for free and plus one guest. And also, if you've got the Jade Green or Indigo Blue, you'll get like full access as well for one person. Generally for yourself who own that card. But it's also depending on what you get. It's what depends on what perks you get. But also what you get, bear in mind, is what's coming soon is you're going to get your banking as well. You've also going to get your stocks coming in as well. That's coming soon. That's a part of the roadmap as well. So you can bear that in mind. We're getting extra priority support, phone chat support coming as well. So you can get also exclusive experiences as well. If you've got the ICY and Rose Gold as well, and you've got the Obsidian and you've got the Prime as well, you can get exclusive experiences as well. So it's worth coming to the website, checking it out. for me personally, I think it's worth it. I think it's definitely worth getting it if you for $5,000 or £4,000 if you've got that money to get this, because it's great when you go shopping and you get those discounts from your shops. Plus, you get your discount, you get your CRO back as well. And that's what I keep on saying in my videos. I keep on getting like CRO back through my DeFi, my Earn, and my debit card as well. So it's worth just checking these out as well and see what if you fancy it or not. Like, so it's worth just checking it out. But going on to the Kronos chain as well, and one thing I think is really, really important, and what I really, really want to see is to get traction on that Kronos chain. I really want more traction on that, and we're starting to get that. Because at the moment, what we are sitting at, we're sitting at position 18 with TVLM locked at $632 million. I want us to get back up into that top 10. Now, back in 2023, we were back into that top 10. I want that traction to come more. And then more and more people start talking about the Kronos chain, the more people are going to go into there. Because look what's happened here. We can see what Kronos are doing here. We could go here. We're going 600x faster in EVM Pelin upgrade and A-Leap. That is absolutely crazy. That's absolutely huge for the Kronos. That's going to make the transactions a hell of a lot faster, and that's going to bring more and more people, developers, and more people into the Kronos chain as well. That's absolutely massive news, and we can see here people in here get talking about it, and that's what we want to see. We want more people talking about the Kronos chain, because what we're also going to be getting as well, we're going to get these quarterly burns. We need more information about those quarterly burns. Now, when we get more information about quarterly burns as well, that's going to bring more people in as well, because when we get these quarterly burns, that's going to be good for the CRO coin, because if you can remember back in the previous bull market, BNB started doing these quarterly burns, and look what BNB did. It went absolutely parabolic. I think it went all-time high of $600 per coin. Now, I'm not saying we're going to go all the way to like that, but we're going to get, that's going to help the demand come in for CRO, the supply shrank, and that's going to bring more price action to the upside for CRO coin. But also, if people start talking about Kronos chain as well, that's going to get people more in, and that's going to get people getting that CRO coin as well. So that's great to see. And also seeing on the Kronos as well, getting these meme coins starting to go. And I think there's two meme coins that I own a lot of, and that's Core and that is Merry. Now, one of the core coins I've got is Merry here, which I own a big bag of, and I accumulated down here at the bottom of basically the cup side of things. So we're around about to say I was accumulating more, and we've had that nice move to the upside. So looking at Merry now, which is part of the Kronos ecosystem, it's a meme coin. So when it comes to meme coins, just be very, very careful. But this meme coin, I think, is going to go absolutely parabolic, in my opinion. We're in this massive cup and handle. You've got the cup there, which is being formed, which is going to give us a massive move to the upside. In my opinion, from here, if we rose up now and went all up, and basically created, that's 125%. And what I mean from that is, to get to that, the way you get that is basically go from the neckline, which is this here area of resistance, and then extrapolate that to around where we are, around about here. That is about 125% up. Now, why do I think Merry is going to get some move? Now, we're on MEXC, and we're also on the Kronos DeFi, but one thing we're missing is crypto.com listing. Now, if we get this crypto.com listing, now Merry has got a massive community behind it. Get listed on crypto.com. And I think this is where we're going to get that big move to the upside. We're going to get that 100%, 125% move to the upside. Because like I said, we're on a massive cup and handle right now. And when you get a cup and you get a handle, you've got to expect a move to the upside. I think a massive explosion to the upside. But another one I think is going to make a massive move to the upside. And you got systematical triangle here is Core. Now, this systematical triangle here, if we expedition that from here to there, that is going to give us another 125% move to the upside. We were testing that downward sliding resistance, and we're starting to squeeze at the bottom here. I'm expecting a big move for core to happen at any point in time now. We're getting some squeezing. I'm expecting a big move for core. I own a big bag of core. I think that's what's going to happen. And we're, like I said, we're on that downward trend. I'm expecting a big move to the upside. Big community. And like I said, if you want to be a part of the community, be a part of the CRO fam. Get on X, check it out, have a look at it. It's a big community. It's always great to be a part of a community. And the CRO fam, in my opinion, is one of those communities to be a part of. Everybody on there is always willing to help each other out, giving a lot of alpha as well. If you're stuck with something, there's always somebody in that community that will help you. So be a part of that community. Go to X, look at the CRO fam, be a part of it. It's a great community. Give me a follow on there. Dr. Crypto76 on X. Give us a follow. You know, your support is always much appreciated. But give us a like and give us a subscribe. Again, your support is always much appreciated. And I'll see you soon in the next video. Have a great weekend and enjoy yourself and get ready and have a plan. And don't forget, you're going to get big pullbacks as well. As you get big moves to the upside, you'll get pullbacks. So, and I'll see you soon in the next video.